people know who is author Michelle Jackson?
Wow, that's always a tough question. I am the author of 3 books. I've been publishing books since 2010, self-published primarily. I am also the owner of PR Solutions, which is a strategic marketing and corporate event planning company here in New Orleans. I am also the owner of direct2author.com, which is an online platform where we promote independent authors, and the founder of the Black Writers Workspace, which is a online community of about 16,000 authors. I started this during COVID. I just published my second book in February of 2020, and decided I didn't understand. I didn't know we were going to be stuck in the house for a year almost. And that's when I decided to start the Black Writers Workspace, which is a private online Facebook group. And we went from 10 writers to over 16,000. And so I've been curating that page for years, and we've been hosting workshops and book fairs and master classes. We have our own competition. It's all about writing. It's all about helping writers. I was just really excited to do that. I'm also an adjunct professor at Tulane, and the founder of nvest competition, which is a youth competition.
Awesome. Now, speaking of things that's going on in the city, you have the Blk Ink Festival that's taking place in May. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Absolutely. This is our second live book fair here in New Orleans. We did this last year after hosting about 3 of the virtual events that you mentioned during COVID. Used the platform during COVID called Booth Central, was able to put authors in actual tiles on the screen and people can buy books from them. Loved it. I did 3 of those. It was just an amazing opportunity. But I knew as soon as the world opened up again, I wanted to do a live book fair. So I've been doing events for years, part of what I do in my PR company. So I was excited to be able to do it here. We did it at the where we're going to host it again this year is City Park, the Pavilion of the Two Sisters. Last year we had over 75 authors. This year we're going to have over 75 authors. They come from all over the world, all over the country. We have people to come in from as far as Washington State and New York to just sell books here in New Orleans. And so it's a really amazing event. We do some things a little different. We give away books. That's one thing. We have a DJ. He's, he or she, we don't know who's going to be this year, spinning live. We have this series called Reading in the Garden because we're doing it at the Botanical Gardens. We put up a tent and people can go out and read their books to a crowd. We have, a number of prizes, free tote bags. We brought out the Tramps, the Zulu Tramps last year. And we have featured authors, and that's what I love. We pull our featured authors locally. Last year we had Dr. Soloy, who's a professor at Dillard. She was the poet laureate for the state of Louisiana. We have Farah Rashan, who is a best-selling author from New Orleans. She's in the romance genre. Alex Jennings, and all 3 of them are going to join us again this year. But we also have Kamulu Salim, who is a poet from the 9th Ward. So we're just trying to really highlight literacy and writing. And the event is open to everyone.
Now, the event is free to attend. Is that correct?
Yes. It's free to attend for the public. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on May the 11th. That's that Saturday. There's going to be a lot probably going on in the park, but we're right next to the theme park in the Pavilion of the Two Sisters. So we're not outside, we're inside. We may have a few tables on the outside, but primarily we're on the inside. And so, yes, it's going to be open to the public. You can come in, but we do ask that you pre-register. So if you're not sure how to do that, you can go to Eventbrite and pull up Blk Ink, and I'll definitely try to drop it in the comment. But yes, absolutely. There it is on the screen. You can go there. That's my website. You can see how to pre-register. And pre-registering is important because now we can continue to connect with you if we need, to keep you in touch with some of the things that we're doing. Like we have a great free masterclass with award-winning best-selling author Kimberly Lawson Roby on April 18th. So these are things that you can get to know about by, pre-registering for these events. You can get into our database and we can continue to let you know about some of the amazing offerings that we have locally as well as virtually.
So let's start with the platform. Can you tell us about that platform? Is it only available for people who are a part of the Blk Ink Festival, or can anybody be a part of it? How does that work?
Anybody can be a part of it. And we actually don't sell the books, we market them. And this is what's unique about it. It's called direct, the number two author.com, direct2author.com. It
Mhm.
is a free platform. You can go to it, you can hit build your profile. You will build a profile and you can include things like videos, your YouTube videos, a review of your book cover. All this is done free. And what we're trying to do is build the largest database of books. Now, I will say of biopic books simply because that's who's getting in, but it's not only for us. However, that's who gets in. So we have over 400 books now. These books are amazing because what people don't know is a lot of times it's hard to find independent books. It's hard to find independent books out there because we're competing with the big boys, with the companies that have all the money, those who have traditional deals. And
Yeah.
so what I wanted to do is do something solely for independent authors. So if you're independent and you want to upload your book, you go there, you upload it. We give you one free marketing. We will promote your book for you either in our newsletter or on social media one time. And then we have a host of services. So if you go to shop services, you can buy a package where we will promote you on social media. We will do your press releases. We can even do editing and a host of other things. I also have a independent publishing company called Jackson Publishing Group. So we can help you with a host of services, book cover design, anything you need. But to start, at least put your book out on on the direct to author. I think you will really enjoy just first of all seeing that category. We have so many books on there. I mean, 400 independent books.
That's
Um,
amazing.
it is really great and it's continuously growing. It's not just for Black Writers Workspace, it's for everybody. So we do encourage everybody to put their books out there.
That's amazing. And what's even more amazing is how quickly you've been able to grow your platform.
You know, I wasn't trying to build this community. It was kind of the thing that fell in my lap. And when it did, I had to decide, okay, am I going to really take this somewhere and do something with it, or just see it as, well, just kind of a fun social media thing? I got really serious about it because when I published my first book in 2010, I didn't know a lot. I didn't know a lot about book publishing. And so I was just Googling things and listening to people, and I wasted money. I did things I shouldn't have done. So when I started the Black Writers Workspace, I was like, well, I know 10 or more writers. We'll get on here and we'll talk about writing.
Let's
Yeah.
be fair. There,
Oh,
unfortunately,
there
there
are.
are a lot of people who, because we have platforms like Kindle Direct Publishing or
Mhm.
Lulu, I'm not bashing those platforms. I use Kindle Direct Publishing myself, but because now they've made it easy for you to write a book and just publish it tomorrow, so to speak.
And that's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Author books are not bad, but the fact that you can publish anything. I tell people this: I can write a book about nothing, sitting right here, publish it on, on KDP, Amazon, get it published. Nobody's going to look at it, review it, tell me it's any good. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to publish it because they're going to make money every time it sells. So
Mhm.
what we try to do with the direct to author, although we don't sell books, we connect people to the websites of the source that the author wants to sell their book on. So now you've got control. For me, I sell my books myself. So when someone says how to buy my book, I buy my book in bulk from Amazon and I resell them myself on my
Yes.
website. And a lot of us do that, but a lot of people don't know that. So what I want to do with direct to author, and that's why it's called direct to author, is that you click a link and you're going to buy that book from where the author wants you to buy the book so they can maximize their sales. But also what we do is we do this thing called reader approved. So if you have a book and we have a team that will read your book and rate it and will give you like a verification or give the reader a verification that this book is well edited, well written, and a good plot. You have to get at least 3 out of 5 in order to be reader approved. Now, that's our way of saying to those who think that all self-published books are no good, that we can validate these things. Because a lot of it, there are some good writers out there, and they do. I spend a lot of money on editing. I don't know about you, but I don't put anything out there that's not edited.